friend Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. And yes, as the title shows, this video is all about, is fear keeping you from living your Mexican retirement dream? You know, what's really important to know is we all have fears. And it's all about how do we deal with those fears and get past those fears. So right on the outset, just as I mentioned in one of my prior videos, for a number of years I did motivational speaking. And what I wanted to do is show you here what fear is. So fear is false evidence appearing real. As a matter of fact, the things that we fear, 97% of them will never happen, but we concern ourselves with them. And in our world today, those fears can actually control our life. And I don't believe that that is how we're created to live, being in fear. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some things with you that I think will be very helpful for you. Fear that you'll fail. That's something that holds people back. Feeling like they're going to make that forward movement to somewhere, then all of a sudden it's taken away from them. Fear that you feel everyone is going to think you're crazy and stupid. Now, because we hear everything that's on the social media and that we see on the television media, Mexico is not a place where it's saying, come to Mexico, a great place to live. All we hear right now about Mexico is not only the cartels, but what's happening at the borders. And the borders isn't all about just Mexican people that are going into the States. It's from a lot of other South American countries. So it's important to know that. I mean, Barbara and I, we live in Mexico. So I will tell you, I still keep abreast of what's taking place. And a mass majority of people that are going into the States from the southern border, by the northern border, southern border, as I had it right the first time. A lot of them are not Mexican families. A lot of them happen to be from other countries. So just know that it isn't all just about Mexico. How about the fear of ending up broke and homeless? So you stepped out in faith, and what ends up happening is you've got that fear that you're going to fail. The fear that you'll be broke and homeless. Well, I want you to know that if your fear is being able to have enough money to be able to live, Barbara and I moved here living on one Social Security check, hers. And it literally, I mean, there were some blessings that the Lord actually blessed us with. And one was being able to live in a condo that originally actually rented for $1,750. And Barbara found one of the condos in that same complex for $650, including all the utilities. Now, do you find that every day? No. That's why I say it was a God thing. Where we live today is a God thing. If you were here and being able to see what we get to wake up and see every day that the Lord's blessed us with, you would say, I got it. I got it. How about the fear of difficulty and suffering that may or may not come your way? What kind of suffering are we talking about? Not necessarily the suffering that you got hurt, but how about the suffering of possibly if you're close to your family and you move here and you're concerned about you're suffering from the fact of not being around them all the time? Well, just know that the Guadalajara International Airport is only a half an hour away. So within a couple of hours, you're back in the States again. So that isn't something that should really concern you. Fear that what you don't mean anything or have any, the fear that what you do won't mean anything or have any value to anyone. You first got to remember that how are you desiring to live your life? So I've heard a long time ago, and in fact we hear it every time we take a plane ride, that when the oxygen mask drops, we put it on us first and then we help someone else. We got to remember that It's easy, and society talks about wanting to live life that everybody else approves of. But your life needs to be yours. You need to live it the way that you want to live. And if you see Mexico as being a great decision and a great direction and a great fit for you, I want to encourage you to follow through with that. The fear that you're not good enough, that what you'll do, in fact, not even worth your own time. I can assure you, Barbara and I came down here our very first time, April of 2021, the middle of April. And we moved here literally a month and a half later. The last day of May, we pulled into our condo. I want you to know that what you will do, the decision that you make in moving forward, will not be something of a disappointment. And it'll be great and wonderful for you. The fear that you'll end up on a one-way trip away from the life that you have now, and you'll never be able to go back and to anything like it is today. I want you to know taking that first step is what's going to make the difference for you. Fear that it's too late and you're too far behind to even get started. Well, I'll tell you what, if you've been thinking about doing this, the best time to start is now, is today. To take that first step and move forward to live in your retirement dream here. And it might be that you're concerned financially about even being able to make it. As I just shared with you just a moment ago, it's something that we all go through, that financially are living on a fixed income and trying to make ends meet. Well, first of all, I want to let you know that ends never meet. That's just kind of a statement, but it isn't really true. Ends do not meet. So the important thing is being able to live within your own means. And I will tell you that you can do that here at Lake Chapala if all you're on is Social Security. The fear that no matter how hard you try, it will all have been for nothing. That isn't the case. You'll be able to walk forward and live a different life. This video that I've made isn't about having the solution to all the problems. But there is one problem that's really holding you back, and that's fear. Everything that you want is on the other side of fear. Did you hear that? Everything that you want is on the other side of fear. Many people do not have the courage to follow their dream. Many do not have the courage to follow the dream. I would say that that's not you. I would say that you can move forward. Move through the fear, and you will be shocked in a good way at all the good things that will happen next. Did you get that? I want to again show this to you. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Remember that 97% of the things that we fear of never happen. I want to share this one last statement again. Move through the fear and you will be shocked in a good way, in a great way, in a phenomenal way, in an exciting way, at all the good things that will happen to you next. I promise. You take the steps and move forward and your life will change. If you're concerned about that and you've got other questions about coming to Mexico and coming to Lake Chapala, reach out to me. I will take the time to personally get back with you to help you with that journey. You can reach me simply first by emailing me, and I'll have that email here on the video. And it's JBsBigAdventure521 JBs, that's Jim and Barbara. So JBS, plural, JB's Big Adventure 521, which is the date that we moved here, the last day of May in 2021. JB's Big Adventure 521 gmail.com. I assure you reach out, you leave a contact number, I'll get back with you. And what I'm going to do is literally help you gain the confidence in yourself that you can, in fact, make this dream a reality. Friend, if you saw value in this video, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's fast, free, and easy to do. And I know that you'll want to be a part of this community. All you've got to do is go to the bottom right-hand corner, little red box, tap on it, you'll be subscribed. Give us one of those thumbs up, lets other people know it's a great video to watch about retiring to Lake Chapala. Stop by, say hi, ask a question, leave a comment, or let us know of a video idea you'd like to see. And lastly, make sure you hit the bell, because that way you'll be immediately notified when our next video comes out, and you don't want to miss the next video. So with that, as always, thank you so much for being a part of this channel and supporting this community. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video.